Hello students, good morning. I think you all are getting the online classes and you are busy with that. Yesterday in maths class we discussed about different types of fraction and you learned how to convert an improper fraction into mixed fraction. At the end I given some homework also and I think you might have done that homework. Today let us begin with conversion of mixed fraction into improper fraction. I am giving one mixed fraction 4, 3 upon 7. It is a mixed fraction. Mixed fraction means it consists of an integer and a proper fraction. For converting a mixed into improper, you have to multiply the integer with its denominator 4. 4 is an integer multiplied by 7 and the numerator should be added. And the denominator will be same. Here the denominator is 7 and here also the denominator will come same. So, after doing this, you will get 4 into 7, 28, 28 plus 3, 31 upon 7. This is the improper fraction of this mixed fraction. Next, we will see what is the meaning of equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction or equal fraction, as the name, as the word indicates, equal means if two or more fractions have the same value, it is called equal fraction. And we will get the equal fraction by multiplying or dividing the numerator and the denominator by a same non-zero number. For example, one fraction 3 upon 4. If you want to write the equivalent fraction of this fraction, you can multiply both numerator and denominator by a same number. Here I am taking the number 2. 3 multiplied by 2 and the denominator 4 also multiplied by 2. 3 2s are 6 and 4 2s are 8. So we can say 3 upon 4 and 6 upon 8 are equal fraction or equal fraction. If we need one more or two more, we can find as many equal fraction as you need. And here if you want one more fraction, same fraction I am taking here 3 upon 4, any number you can multiply, any number you can take for multiply. Here I am taking 5 and 3 into 5, 15 will come and 4 into 5, 20 will come. So we can say this 3 upon 4 is equal to 6 upon 8 is equal to 15 upon 2. That means this 6 upon 8 and 15 upon 20 is equal to 3 upon 4. This example I have shown how we will get the equivalent fraction by multiplying. Suppose if you have to find the equivalent fraction by dividing, then the solution will be like this. One example, if it is 12 upon 16, one fraction is given, and if you have to find the equivalent fraction by dividing, here you have to take any common divisor for these two numbers, 12 and 16. 12 numerator, 16 is the denominator. If we are taking 2, both number numerator and denominator should be divided by 2. So 12 divided by 2, 6 will come, and 16 divided by 2, 8 will come. And 12 upon 16 is equal to 6 upon 8. Okay, we need one more equivalent fraction, 12 upon 16. If we are taking 3 for dividing, just see, 12 you can divide by 3, but 16 you cannot divide by 3. 16 is not divisible by 3, so you cannot take 3 for dividing. And then check one more, 12 upon 16, if you are taking 4. 12 is divisible by 4 and 16 is also divisible by 4, and your resulting fraction will be 12 divided by 4, 3 will come, 16 divided by 4, 4 will come. So this 3 upon 4 and 6 upon 8 are equal to 12 upon 16. This two methods you can use for finding the equivalent fraction. Now let me move to the next one. Now let us see how we can verify the given two fractions are equal or not. Here I given two fractions 4 upon 5 and 16 upon 20. For checking or for verifying whether it is equivalent or not, you have to do the cross multiplication. Cross multiplication means the first numerator should be multiplied by the second denominator, and the first denominator should be multiplied with the second numerator. First numerator should be multiplied by the second denominator, and the first denominator should be multiplied with the second numerator. So see the result how it will come. 4 multiplied by 20. 4 into 20, you are getting 80 here, and the same way 5 into 16. 16 into 5, 80 will come. After doing the cross multiplication, if the products are same, we can say the given two fractions are equal fraction or equivalent fraction. So we can write it 4 upon 5 is equal to 16 upon 20. Suppose after multiplying the products are different, then the given fractions are not equivalent. One more example, listen here. If you are getting 5 upon 15 and 20 upon 30. Two fractions again are given, and you have to check whether it is equal or not. Do the cross multiplication. First numerator multiplied by second denominator, and the first denominator multiplied by the second numerator. So here 5 multiplied by 30. You are getting 5 into 30, 150 will come, and 15 multiplied by 20. Here 300 will come. So see the result, see the product. First one is 150, next one is 300. The products are different. So we can say 150 is not equal to 300. So we can say 5 upon 15 is not equal to 20 upon 30. I think you understood what is the meaning of equivalent fraction and how you can verify whether the given fractions are equal or not. Now let me move to the next topic, that is simplest form of a fraction. Simplest form of a fraction means if the numerator and the denominator of a fraction have no common factor other than 1. That type of fractions are called the simplest form. For example, here one fraction I am giving 4 upon 5. The numerator 4, denominator 5. These two numbers have no common factor. 4 and 5, there is no common factor. That is why we can say this is in simplest form. Another example you listen. If you are getting 4 upon 12. This one. This number, this fraction is not in simplest form because 4 and 12. 2 is the common factor here, and also 4 is also the common factor here. That's why this 4 upon 12 is not in simplest form, but 4 upon 5 is in simplest form. Now let me explain how we can reduce a given fraction into simplest form. One example, if you are getting 150 upon 525. In this fraction, 150 is the numerator and 525 is the denominator. For reducing the given fraction into its simplest form, you have to cancel out the common factors. For finding common factors, you can do in two ways. The first way is by finding the prime factors. And second one is by HCF. Any one method you can use for finding the common factors of the given fraction. So here I given one fraction 150 upon 525 and we have to reduce this into its simplest form. By prime factorization, first you have to find the prime factors of the numerator given, it is 150. So 150 you can divide by 2. 15 divided by 2, 7 will come, and this 0 will become 10. Then 10 divided by 2, 5. 75 you are getting. This 75 you can take 3 for dividing. 75 divided by 3, 25, and 25 you can divide by 5, and this 5 will come, and after this also you can divide by 5, and at last you are getting 1. This is the prime factors of 150. Same way you have to find the prime factors of 525. 525. First you can take 3. 5 divided by 3, 1 will come, and then 22 divided by 3, 7 will come, and 15 divided by 3, 5 will come. And here you can take 5 for dividing, and 5 3s are 15, then 25, 5 5s are 25. Again you can take here 5, and 35 divided by 5, 7, and 7 is a prime number, so you take here 7 for dividing. So here we find out the prime factors of 525 also. After finding the prime factors of numerator and the denominator, write these numbers like this. 150 is equal to 2 into 3 into 5 into 5. 2 into 3 into 5 into 5 will written upon the prime factors of 525, that is 3 into 5 into 5 into 7. Prime factors will written. After writing the prime factors, you just cancel out the common numbers here. Here 2 is only one time, here no 2, that is why we can only cancel 2, and 3. This 3 we cancel, here 1 came, and this 5 we cancel, 1 came, and this 5 also cancel. After cancelling the common factors, multiply the remaining numbers together. In numerator, now 2 is remaining and 1 3 times remaining. So the numerator will be 2, and in the denominator 2 times 1 and 1 7. So the denominator will be 7. So the lowest term or the simplest form of the fraction 150 upon 525 is equal to 2 upon 7. This is prime factorization method. And if you want to find the HCF, that method also you can do. For HCF also these steps are same only. Find the prime factors of numerator and denominator, and then for finding HCF, you already learned it how to find the HCF of the given numbers. After finding the prime factors, take out the common factor. Here the first number 2, here no 2, that's why we cannot take 2, and the second number 3, here also 3. So we are taking this 3 one time, and the next common factor 5 is common, that we are multiplying here. Again one more 5 is common, that is also we are multiplying here. Now these 3 numbers multiply together, 3 into 5 15, 15 into 5 75. This is the HCF of these 2 numbers. After getting the HCF, you take the given fraction, that is 150 upon 525. You have to divide the given fraction by its HCF divided by 75. 150 divided by 75. It will be 2, and 525 divided by 75, it will be 7. In both ways, you are getting 2 upon 7 here, and here also 2 upon 7. Let me move to the next topic, like and unlike fraction. Like fraction means if 2 or more fractions having the same denominator. For example, if you are getting one fraction 2 upon 6, 1 upon 6, or 3 upon 6, like these fractions are called like fraction. In all the 3 examples, the denominator 6 is same. And the unlike fraction is just opposite of this. The fractions having different denominators are called unlike fraction. Example, 1 upon 5, 3 upon 7, 2 upon 8. This type of fractions are called unlike. This is like, and this one is unlike. So I think you understood all the topics we learned today, and let us stop the topic today here, and I'll give the homework questions now. Okay, this is your today's homework. Express as mixed fraction, 3 questions given. Question number express as improper fraction, 3 questions A, B and C given, and third question write in simplest form. There are also 3 questions given. Already I explained how to do these questions, and do these questions in your notebook. Okay, bye.